Hi everyone, this is John Massih, attorney at law, and today I'm going to talk with you about revocable living trusts. People ask me all the time about revocable living trusts. What are they? Should I have one? Is a revocable living trust better than a will? And while revocable living trusts are really valuable tools for a lot of people, they're also not very well understood. So today I'm going to jump right in and share with you what a revocable living trust is and what they're used for so that we can clear up some of the confusion on these things. So first, if you were to look at Black's Law Dictionary online, the definition of a revocable living trust is the agreement that relates how the property of an individual is to be distributed during their life and after their death. So does that clear it up for you now? Well, if not, let me try and explain it in a different way that I have found is a little bit easier to understand. A revocable living trust is like a bucket. You put certain assets in that bucket during your lifetime, and there's a set of instructions inside that bucket, which of course you're going to put together with the help of your attorney in advance, and those instructions will state what happens to the assets in that bucket if you become incapacitated. So for example, if you were walking along with your bucket and you got hit by someone on a motorcycle and you were unable to make decisions for yourself for some period of time because of you being incapacitated, the instructions in the bucket will state who you want to make decisions for you while you're incapacitated with respect to the assets in that bucket and what you want to have done with the assets in the bucket during that period of time. How do you want them spent on you? Do you want them to be able to be spent on others? Then there are also instructions in the bucket that will say what happens to the assets when you pass away. So if you're walking around and you get hit by the bus and unfortunately you're not getting up, the instructions will say who's going to get what, how they're going to get it, and who is going to make sure that they get it the way you want them to. Oh, and of course, by the way, it's revocable, so as long as they're not incapacitated or dead, the person who sets it up can revoke it, amend it, put property in, take that property out, do whatever they lawfully want as long as the trust is drafted properly. So that's much simpler, right? Okay, so now that you know what a revocable living trust is, the next question is, why do people use them? And one reason is to avoid probate. Assets that you put in your bucket during your lifetime will not have to go through the probate process after your death. Another very important reason is to have a way to ensure that someone else can take control of those assets for you if you become incapacitated, and they can do so without a court getting involved. Because court involvement in the event of incapacity can be both time-consuming and expensive. Now that's all for today, but I will be back soon with some more general information that will help make legal matters a little more practical for you. And you can also find out more info at www.masseylaw.com. In the meantime, take care, and I'll see you soon.